Good evening. Hello, hello, hello. How are you all doing? Well, Luke, hello to you. And Krishu, hello. Dayon, hello to you. And Pilot Kid, nice to see you too. And Lilo, thank you. First of all, let me just replay that.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box
Twitch
hello
well.
channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Lilo, hello to you. Thank you so much for 17 months. Big round of applause for that. Right, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome from the building site we have at home, where I'll have to take a metal ladder to get to the second room, or second floor. At least I got electricity upstairs now, and internet, I hope it holds. Initially, I dropped some frames during the intro. We'll see. Hopefully, everything's working. I hope you're all being well. And so today, we are planning to do two things. We're going to fly here from Vienna to Cologne, trying out the latest Horizon update. So now we have proper CPDLC and clearance kind of functions, which is cool. Lilo, you're doing good. That's good to hear. Fans, hello to you as well. Let me just check at what time Austria comes online today. So they come online 1800 Zulu. But that's for the exam. Let me just see VATSIM events today. It's Austria weekly, so 17:30. Okay, that's why I think I chose Vienna. So 17:30 UTC, perfect in time for our departure. That should be great. Wasteland. I guess I have good reasons to procrastinate on my work now. Stream takes. Oh, I don't know what you're working, Wasteland, but please make sure that you don't get into trouble watching my streams. Pleasure though, pleasure to have you here, Wasteland. Can't wait for the Phoenix update. They're adding gear physics, also adding some drag on flare. That's good to hear. Yeah, because we know it really needs that. Andreas on YouTube, welcome. Oh, in editor, deadline Friday, you'll make it. Okay, that's good to hear. That's a relief. Another thing, guys, I don't know how many people here are actually flying along on Cross the Pond on Saturday. Because today I just seen that there are some official documents now available for the procedures and so on. I am wondering, I mean, I would like to go through with this, or just go through this document with you guys.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience. Could new
and then talk about some of these
specifics
cabin, and see if anybody has any questions about
premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Nicative.
Hi.
Hi. How are you doing, Nick? Nice to see you. How are you doing? Good God. 82 months, blimey. Thank you so much for the support. Nice to see you, Nick. I hope you're doing well. The tourist. Hello. Right. Anyways, so we can actually now have a nice chilled setup. So I'm going to switch on the battery.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Duo Channel experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight infotainment will be served. Thank you.
And Adam Squicks. Adam, thanks so much for joining our community. That's very kind of you. That is a new member. Welcome to the community. Thank you so much, Adam. Yeah, I'm well. At the moment, I'm at home, so I have holiday, but we're not going on holiday per se because we got a huge renovation works going on. Literally, our living room area, which is it's a bungalow, so it's a huge living room area with now integrated kitchen. So we've taken out the wall, And it's a complete mess at the moment. They've taken out the ceiling, so all the ceiling kind of, how would you say, the ceiling panels, because they had some wooden panels below that, which we didn't like anymore. And so we had that taken out. Yeah, completely electricity set in. Everything. It's a huge thing. It's going to take another 5-6 weeks. It looks 6 weeks. It looks like, yeah. So busy. Adam, hello. You're a long-time lurker. Glad to finally use my sub. Thank you so much. Currently refining my application for Speedback. Nice. All the best for that. Glad to see you enjoying it. Oh, nice. So waiting for your first holidays in summer. Nice. Cool. So we've got some CRCs powering up now. So the computer resource cabinets, let's switch on the external power. Switch that powers the remaining systems, left and right. Alan, I don't think there will be. Yeah, so across the pond, I don't know. Initially, I think I was fooled as well by some of these reports coming in regarding 777 from PMDG and maybe releasing prior to the across the pond. But a lot of people were saying that Randazzo said that he'll give a 2 weeks notice for everyone for the release. So. Hence, since he hasn't done that, yeah, I wouldn't count it now. And you can imagine if you release and something goes wrong, and then a lot of people trying to join across the pond with it, and then being disappointed. So yeah, I doubt it's going to happen. Also interesting post from Matty's friends. A release before kit would be great, but the only factor determining when the release is now happy with the product not. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So it's irrespective of SU15 nor the CTP, they'll release it when it's ready. Okay, that's also fair. Yeah. Hey, Wilson's after. So here's the thing. Let me see. Do I have a? No, I thought I had a observer view, but I mean, you can get the impression, right? You do see if the cockpit doors open, you come in, and you're literally stepping into a spaceship. It really feels that way, and. For me, coming into the 787 cockpit for a flight is something fascinating. It really is. I really love the setup. I love how the systems are set for the pilots. The comfort of flying it.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Duo Channel experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight infotainment will be served.
Edmund.
Thank you.
That's very, very kind. Edmund coming in with 3 months in advance subscription. Edmund, much appreciated. Thank you so much for your support. That's really kind. And for those of the newcomers here, if you have Discord,
welcome aboard the Captain
and you can
Black
match up my Discord channel with your subscription or your Twitch account, and then you have access to the subscriber rooms.
Drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment.
Oh, that's good to hear, Edmund. Thank you so much for the kind words. And Captain K is coming in.
Good evening,
Good
BB.
evening.
Good to see that you have electricity.
Yes, Captain K. Trust me, I was absolutely in panic yesterday when the electrician came, and he literally switched off everything. And so I was like, oh my god, how am I going to stream tomorrow? And my wife was like, oh my god, the freezer's out of power now. Everything in the freezer is going to melt. And I thought, oh, good point, right? So yeah, we had to scramble to tell him to make sure that we have some electricity in some of the rooms. Yeah, differing priorities. Well, what do you expect me to think? Right? I mean, Oh yeah. So yeah, I'm glad. Oh yeah, and the internet. Now, if I showed you some pictures where my Fritzbox is underneath a black kind of well, it's a black bin, right, upside down, and yeah, the Fritzbox, so the internet box is below that bin, and on top of it is just dust debris from the works. It's terrible. It looks horrible. Now I've got one networking cable now going straight across the room, the living room, to the upstairs room, so that I have internet up here. Crazy stuff. But at least we're live, we're online. I'm happy. It's a good test for Saturday because we're going across the pond on Saturday. Very much looking forward to that. Should be very exciting. Black box, who's a good black box? Yeah. Peter, hello, nice to see you. How are you doing, Peter? So Ducky is asking, what do I prefer, Microsoft or P3D? To be honest, I like both for different reasons. So right now, regarding training, and let's say you're interested in training with the Phoenix 320, to some extent, yes, you can use it, but system-wise, let's say, so with the failure options and so on, you can use it. However, it is limited. You just have to accept that. It is limited. And so, if anything, if you want to train more seriously, right now, still, the FS Labs would be better. And I'm talking for the real-world pilots. If they're really interested, they have a 320 rating. So I would say, go and fly the FS Labs and use a tool called Use Before Flight. It's a website, usebeforeflight.com. They have an app specifically for 320 and 330 pilots that want to train for the sim missions. Hello, Eagle Motion. How are you doing? Nice to see you. And Peter, you got your new Hammond, nice. So when's your next gig? This weekend or tonight or? Do you have an opinion on Quality Wings versus Horizon? Yes, Adam. I think they're pretty much equal now, although I have to admit, here you have, the option now for 0.833 megahertz spacing. Which you don't have on the Quality Wings. So you're going to have some issues tuning some frequencies if you're flying on VATSIM, let's say. And here now we actually have CPDLC, and that's actually why I wanted to try out the Horizon today, because I want to see how this works. And this feature, so this COM button, I use, all the 787 pilots use that a lot. Now you can also call it up here on the lower display. However, now normally I just leave the CDU in here, and so I normally call up. So if I'm the pilot monitoring, I'm responsible for communications, then I always use that panel here, or this window. Hey Mark, nice to see you. TW Simulation. Yeah, so I think all in all, I would say the Horizon technically is better. However, flying wise, the Horizon, unfortunately, in the flare, is still too much Microsoft, meaning it's too twitchy. The real aircraft is a lot more stable. Peter, tomorrow afternoon, then playing guitar, mostly music. The Shadow. Oh, nice. The Shadows. That's great. Very nice, Mark. So Peter Melindle here. He's also playing guitar. I'll show you two. Would have lots of stuff to chat about. No, Quality Wings does not have CPDLC as far as I'm aware. I've never seen CPDLC on Quality Wings, unless I've missed something there, but no, I don't think so. And Austrian Raya, good evening From Vienna, nice. Yeah, lovely. We're on lifetime, so yeah, beautiful. Man, I've been here so many times in real life. Beautiful. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, good point, Alan. Yeah, so Active Sky. So Active Sky, I don't know. I was surprised by that message when it came out. So Active Sky is now in the final parts of releasing their version for Microsoft Flight Sim. Now, hold on. Now, regarding weather radar, is that really confirmed? Because I think the big issue still is the integration into Microsoft Flight Sim, because Microsoft Flight Sim is using their own weather sources, and I'm not sure how, unless you kind of bypass the Microsoft system, and so you do that externally, like they did a little bit on P3D. But that would mean that aircraft add-on maker would have to implement that. It is confirmed. Okay, well, to me, you guys know how emotional I am about this topic. Any flight sim needs to have a functional weather radar system. So if I'm seeing, some bad weather, just like in Dubai yesterday, and there's thunderstorms, well, I mean, you need to see the weather returns here on the radar, right? That is a must. If you see that visually, but you have nothing on the radar screen, and it has literally just a little bit of turbulence effects when you fly through it, no, that's not realistic. So yeah, that would be interesting. Do you have a quote, Alan? Do you have maybe a link somewhere to let us know where you actually saw that? One thing I'd hope they implement at some point is the VSD, so the vertical situation display. That would also be great. Let me put data, terrain, and I'm going to put traffic already on. Look at the Hi-Fi website. Okay. Well, yes, I did check the Hi-Fi website. Hold on, let me just try that again. Hi-Fi news. Vicaris, thank you so much. Vicaris, how are you? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Okay, let's have a quick look then. We have a little bit of time to spare before ATC comes online. So, okay. Oh, sorry, was that already on here? Weather add-on, okay, Active Sky, weather engine to the Microsoft 2020 platform focus group, weather realism. Simulation includes high-fidelity weather data, planning, briefing, mapping, live weather, optional historical weather, which always is great. Custom weather, which is also good. Scenarios, API. Okay, that's maybe interesting, API. So details. Yeah, we already seen some videos come out. Depicted options, air effects. So where would I find the enhanced? So this is now this. I read through this, and as far as I understood that's the visual depiction of thunderstorms. So enhanced cloudscape and thunderstorm depiction. So weather depiction sky, so preset weather depiction, sky conditions, blah, blah, blah. So that's the same what we had in, let's say, P3D. So the vertical height and overall visual cloudscape of multiple, okay, that's nice. But I don't see anything regarding radar yet. Weather data, lookup, mapping. Okay, that's the thing. Exactly. So I read through this very carefully because I was also interested to see, are they going to, hey, Voyager Moin, are they going to integrate the weather radar? I've not found anything specific. Yes, it does give you some speculation on the possibility regarding, API can mean anything. I would say it opens the door for a possibility of weather radar integration. However, I would expect that to be dependent on the aircraft add-on makers to be able to integrate that. Will sceneries be transferable to the Microsoft Flight Sim 24? Well, apparently the add-ons that are working in 2020 are supposed to work in 24. At least that's what I've heard. They may need some updating, like we've always seen, but in essence they should be working. So we got a good database until today. It ends today, but that's fine. So let me have a look. I wanted to check one thing though. I need to check if I have my Hoppy code installed. Let me just check. Oh, before we hang on, where do I enter the Hoppy code, guys? On the com page, thank you. So manager. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I found it. So it's I'll show you that in a minute. Let me just copy paste it first. Do I need to restart? If you are wondering why you find that, you go to com page. So you press com.
Welcome
here.
aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience.
And then you
Could
go
new
on the manager
subscribers please make your
and
way to the
ACARS.
first class cabin,
There you
where
can actually
complimentary
enter the
drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served.
Hoppy
Thank
code.
you.
Hello. Oh no, ho. Dr. Fred, how are you? Nice to see you. Cool. Thank you very much for that. That's 25 months. Thank you so much. Big round of applause for that. My home setup looks insane. Yeah, I need to make a video at some point. Today, I had to sneak in another hardware piece. So I bought the ICP panel from the F-16 for DCS. And I had to smuggle it upstairs so that my wife doesn't see it. Huh? Why is a huh simply huh? I don't know. I don't know why that translated that way. The flight model is still more very basic Microsoft flight sim, I'm afraid. So it's not like the real aircraft. No, sorry to say. Good. Let's have a quick look. Let's do the route requests. It should work. Send. Yeah, Captain Chaos. I just had to get it. The thing is, I have so the cool thing about WinWing is they have out-of-the-box integration with Monster Tech hardware add-ons, meaning I have so much stuff still lying around from my desktop setups. Let's load the plan, and that way I can simply do with the fast clip that ICP to the desk mount I have on that rig. So it's crazy. It's so good, and I can't wait to try it out. Also, I've seen on the latest update, the G effects also much improved. So yeah, I'm eager to try out some more stuff now. Igor, hello. Does it have free text? It does. So I mean, at least it has it. So you can go to ATC, altitude request, route request. All kinds of stuff, speed request, and free message, a free text message. So if it works regarding Hoppy, then it should work here as well. Does the Phoenix have free text? Good question. It should, but I don't. I mean, the A320 has it normally, but I don't know. So let's do surface actual. I'm just wondering, is Vienna ground is online delivery with ATIS? So let me just try. Lima, Oscar, whiskey. Put that in there. Let's send that off. And here, that's a cool thing, guys. That's something I really love about the 787. That's the auxiliary display here. And, well, where's my ding-dong? Why don't I hear the ding-dong? I have FT-SIM. You mean for the model batching? Yeah. Hey, Kidman, you don't understand Bravo 68. Bravo 68. It's Bravo 68. Where's Bravo 68? That's Foxtrots, Bravos. FT-SIM? Yeah, I have, yeah. Yeah, I have. For the engine sounds, yeah. Does that kill the ding-dong? That would be a shame. Oh no, it does? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's a bummer. But I prefer the engine sounds from FT-SIM. Right, we can live without a ding-dong, all right? We'll do the ding-dong ourselves, all right? Yeah, is there a sound file somewhere for that ding-dong? Surely there is, right? I can then double-click it myself. Full immersion, hang on. Horizon. Where would I find that? Is that... It's probably integrated somewhere deep inside of the sim, right? Maybe in Microsoft or something. I'm really disappointed. I want to try every single time. CPDLC and ATC and always respond. Login is unable. Yeah. No ding dong, no takeoff. Hang on. No. We're not going that far. Hold on. Let me just see if I can find the sim objects sounds. No textures. Where do I find sounds? I'm afraid it feels like that is within Microsoft. I don't think that's a Horizon thing, is it? Model texture. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere right now. Sound, no. Okay. Have you tried P3 version 6? Yes, I have. I have indeed, but I had an update which didn't go through. So the problem then was that that I would have to reinstall everything again. So that is at the moment, that is just meta. I'm not getting the ATIS. Let me just see how I can change that. I guess it's a bit different here in the on VATSIM 1006. Yeah, no. So P3D version 6 has some improvements visually, absolutely. However, I don't see it still being able to be compared to. Oh, there we go. It's on the flight information ATIS request here. So we'll have departure. And we're going to go with Lima, Oscar, Whiskey, send. Bim boom. So, and I just love this. You know, you sit here, right? And, you know, you request the ATIS and bam, it comes there. It's no printout, anything. You just have it straight away. The same with clearances. Anything from ATC, any CPDLC message comes straight onto the auxiliary panel there. Brilliant. And you have your call sign there, your frequencies, squawk number, your registration, all info there at a time. Easy life, absolutely, 100%. Yeah, no more broken ACARS printers, right?
Blackbox Twitch channel subscriber experience.
So we're departing runway 29,
first class cabin,
120,
where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium
transition 120, wind 3308.
Thank you.
And Hawkey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey, thank you so much for the 23. That's almost 2 years. Thank you, Hawkey. That's really kind. Long time. 2 years almost. Blimey. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, the auxiliary panel, or the auxiliary display is kind of DCDU, but yeah, more advanced, yeah. I would see it that way. Cool. Let's continue with the preparations. So we now know that we have departure 29, and we're flying... It says Ottgard. Okay, I have a feeling it could potentially be something else. But anyways, we'll plan that initially. Another thing, in real life, we don't enter an approach for the arrival. So all we do, so let me play around with the comm panel a bit more. 1005, so let me just set that, 1005, and then we cancel. I want to have arrival, but I'm not sure if Cologne is already online. Probably not. Okay, so do that again. Arrival, send. Not available. Okay, so like I thought. Okay, but we can get company. Cancel, exit, company, actual. We'll take Echo Delta Delta Kilo. Get the METAR at least. Send. Cologne is online. Okay, but they haven't given out any ATIS yet, it seems. Oh. Review. Cancel. So Cologne has 31013, so they're going to land 32. So that's going to be 32 right. So I'm just going to enter the runway, not the approach. 32 right. The arrival is the AirNep 1 Charlie. Then we execute that. So that way, we'll simply look at the routing. So we got the Ottgar departure, then direct Lamsi. Okay, interesting. Where's my direct Lamsi gone? Oh, there it is. Lamsi. Then we go Lima 604. Oh, there's the Lamsi. 604 to Rutno. 736 Akosi, then direct Pilam. Tango 843 Demap. 842 Ibana. 841 ANEP. And then we go onto the arrival later on. Fantastic, cool. So that is inserted. So if you get a visitor to the flight deck, you have no weather printout to give. No, unfortunately not. Well, we can print it out still, though, Mark. That's the cool thing. So any message we can still print out. All right. Happy days. Oh, I can just switch that off. I can't really dim that. Oh, I can. I can. Now, the master selector here also does the screen brightnesses normally. Get a bit of dome light here. It's getting dark. And Chi, hello. Oh, okay, Hockey, you've been here already 4 years. Nice. Thank you so much for the long-term interest in my streams. And thank you for your support, Hockey. That's really kind. A1H, you have 2 hours until touchdown to Doha. How's the weather today? I mean, in Dubai, it was really, really pouring it down. Thanks for the streams. My pleasure. My pleasure. And Igor says, Tolis got impressive CPDLC ACARs inside, but still lack extra texting. Hope they will add that soon. Yeah, hopefully. King Creed, I'm not sure if that command works here. Cool. So the routing is in. Then what we're going to do is go to the Lex page. Before we forget, request the wind data. And that is very important, always. How long is the flight going to take? The flight plan says it takes an hour 20 roundabout. So we're going to load the weather here. Then we go to the FMC com page, go to descend forecast, load, press FMC com again, go to climb forecast, load, and then we go back. And that's a nasty thing. That happens in the real aircraft as well. I'm so really surprised that's working here. The problem is now that you've loaded the weather, the execute prompt has gone away, but the winds are not executed. So you have to go back to the legs page, go to route data, and then you would execute. Hang on, where's my weather gone? Oh, it's inserted. So normally you would have then to press, okay, that's a bit different here. Then you have to press execute to make sure it's inserted and the FMS calculates with those winds and the temperatures. And then for the next update, let's say during the flight, you can then actually update it. Otherwise, you can't update it if it wasn't previously executed. Another thing I do in real life, I take my phone and I make a screenshot or photo of these two pages. So normally what you can do is just simply go and do this. Why do I do that? Because it has some very important infos for me on it. Oil quantity before we start the engines. It has hydraulic quantities. It has APU oil quantity values. It has crew oxygen, liquid cooling levels. Because once we start the flight, or let's say we finish the flight, and we see for some reason that one of the hydraulic systems has a much lower level, I don't have any reference or access to any reference. Maybe maintenance has somewhere deep down in the system infos, but we don't have any info as pilots what the starting values were. So it's a good thing to have at least a printout somewhere of what these were. Another feature which is not implemented here, because some of you may have noticed already, there's no circuit breakers here in the cockpit. This is literally the first flight deck, well, at least I've ever seen, where there are no circuit breakers in. So you would ask yourself, well, how do you do circuit breaker resets? Well, it's all electronic. So under this menu page, you get 3 options, and on one of them is you can search for certain circuit breakers. And then through that page, you can open and close them. So yeah, completely different setup. One thing I'm a bit concerned about, although I mean concerned in the sense, you probably read some news about the whistleblower at Boeing, where he claims that the 787 potentially has some risk regarding fatigue in the fuselage, and that he says that airlines should be required to check for cracks in the fuselage. I don't know how to take that kind of news, but we'll have to see. And dare I say it, hopefully we're not going to get our next big problem for Boeing. How do you circuit break if the screen? Well, one of the one of the screens should work. I mean, you've got so many options. I can even call the system page down here or here. There's so many. I mean, you would literally have to fail all of the displays to not have access to the CB page. Sabo says many Boeing engineers are worried about the fuselage. Okay. I can only hope that the experts at hand, not just at Boeing but also at the FAA, etc., are able to check and make sure that whatever they do, it's going to be for the utmost safety. Hey, Love Concord, yeah, already shown. So for those that just joined regarding CPDLC, it's on the com page. So there's a button here, or if you want to, you can also do that down here. Obviously not at the same time, so you have to display. But I usually do that in real life, in the real aircraft. I just leave CDU down here, and I always do the communications through this panel. It's much more convenient for me. So first of all, what you need to do is go into Manager, and under ACARS, now I'm not going to click ACARS because then you'll see my Hoppy code. You click on ACARS, and you can paste your Hoppy code in there. Send it so that it's now registered. And then under ATC, you can do the normal CPDLC lock-ons, for example, whatever center is online after takeoff. Also, you can do your, under company, you can do ATC weather requests, or you can do under manager, flight information ATIS requests, but also under flight information, you will find oceanic clearance requests. I don't know if those work yet, but maybe they do. Some people may want to try out, Mark maybe. And there you got a departure clearance. And actually, since delivery is already online, shall we play around with that while we're here? So we've got data link. Yeah, we've got DCL online, so let's try that. Lima, Oscar, Whiskey. We're going from Vienna to Cologne. The gate number, what gate are we on? Delta 22. Delta 22, pop that in there. And then ATIS information, let me just check here. It's information Tango. So Tango it is. And then free text, we're going to put Servus Wien. Interesting. So if you do press space bar or space in the aircraft, in the real aircraft, you get a lower line there as an indicator of space. But one of the smaller differences. But anyways, just check everything. TUI Jet 631 Vienna to Cologne, Delta 22 is the gate, Tango Servus. We'll send that off. Sending. Yeah, the Horizon, again, it's a free mod, and I have to say hats off for all the work they do. Brilliant stuff. So don't be surprised. The ding dong doesn't work because I've installed the FT-Sim engine sounds and cockpit sounds. And so, unfortunately, we're not going to get that characteristic ding dong. But I've had several of my pursers who are in the flight deck, usually when we are in the process of getting our oceanic clearances, and you have a non-stop ding dong, and the ding dong is the same chime for the cabin call. So if someone's at the door trying to get in, it's the same as the cabin calling the flight deck. It's the same for CPDLC. It's the same for ATIS uplink, for company uplinks. It's always the same ding dong. There's no variation. So there we go. So normally that would be now ding dong, and we also have the clearance there. You would take the batteries out of the doorbell. Lol. So we are cleared to Cologne via the Medix 1 Charlie, as expected. A little bit different departure route what I've planned. Runway 29, climb to 5,000 feet, squawk 1,000, Kinetics 1006. So let me put 1006 in here. And yeah, we'll accept that. Here's the accept button. We can also reject it, but we'll accept that. Accepting. So now it's uplinked, and then now green accepted. Cool. That's so nice. Right. So now you know the ATC has received the our accepted message, and then we can go cancel to clear that. However, let me just put in 5,000 in the box here, and then squawk 1,000. So we go 1,000 here. That doesn't work yet with above. Cool. Anyways, bit behind on my preparations regarding the FMS, but also first of all I would normally start here. Terrain, flight directors on, heading initially. Let me just check what the initial heading is. 291, maybe it's 292 in the meantime. We'll see. How does Horizon compare to the Quality Wings? I think the Horizon now has more to offer, if I'm completely honest. I don't see, since the Quality Wings 787 has not been updated for ages, and is missing things like the 0.833 megahertz spacing. right? Which we need now, even on VATSIM. CPDLC integration. So the only thing really, I would say, that that the quality of wings is a little bit better in the flight feel, so manual flying. How is it done in the US, Dr. Fred? You just enter CUSA. So CUSA, Kilo Uniform Sierra Alpha, that is valid for all airports and all centers in the US. And that way, there's airports, I think it was in Detroit. I think it was Detroit or Dallas. Dallas, I think it was. Where the moment that you log on to CUSA, you will receive your clearance, your PDC. You don't have to request it separately. It comes automatically. Yeah, the vertical situation display, I missed that here as well. And although the OANs, the OAN is working. Or you mean like with the letters written on it? Yeah, I get it, yeah. Yeah, so that's missing right now. Yeah, that's true. Cool. So let's continue now with the preparation. So I planned for 165.4. Let me just see. Init, index, settings, weight and balance. So let's set that from the OFP. So now we've set the fuel. Stand by. Hey Nige, good evening. Yeah, the sky colors are beautiful, right? Let me just have a look again. Oh, look at that. Oh, nice. A330. And look at the, man, what a beautiful rendition of the Vienna airport. Wow. I love the lighting, the colors. That's really beautiful. Tolis beta test of Spot. Lol. It does look very nice. Oh, hello, hello. A380. A380. Let me just check where Bravo 68 is. Airport. Let's have a look. Vienna. Taxi, airport info, taxi restrictions, parking stands. So Bravo 68. Bravo 68. Oh, hang on. Are you flying, Kipman? Are you flying cargo? Just curious. Beautiful. All right, we've got 5,000 squawk sets. When ready, report 122.125. So let's put that in to 2.125. In the real aircraft, you don't have to put point. We don't have to do that. All right, let's clear that for the next message. And then let's have a quick look. So zero fuel weight, 65.5. The reserves on our flight plan says we need 4.5, and the alternate is Frankfurt. Who would have thought? Good alternate airport. So 4.5 goes in here. We'll do step size 2,000 since we are going to be RVSM. And cost index, it says 73. So 2,000 step size there and 73 in here. Cool. So we've done that. Route. We've done the wind uplinks. Let's do route. Normally we would do route 2 copy. We don't have that here. So that's no problem though. And then let's do the calculations for our departure. Performance. So let's copy the FMC data, runway 29. No intersections available, so we will request full length. Condition is dry. Wind. Wind currently was 350 at 5. Now that is let's just put 5 winds crosswind in there, but so we should put this 5. Let's put 5, 5 or something, right? I never understood how that... Do you put 0.5 slash... It doesn't work. Or just 5 crosswind, like 5 knots headwind. I don't get it. Anybody know what format you have to put in here? Because you can't put 300. If I put 300 slash 5. Well, it doesn't take the slash. It always deletes the slash. That's really weird. See, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, so you can kind of force it by writing 305 and then goes back again, slash. It's weird. Is it 35? Hang on, let me try this. So 350 005. No. No, that's also not right. So what I did was go 3305 and then go back, click on here, go slash, and then 5 again. Yeah, I think it's bugged. Yeah, I think that's bugged. Hey, Bu, Andre. Anyways, we got how many degrees? Temperature is 9. And the QNH 1006. Takeoff weight is 178.9, or let's say 179. We'll do optimum rating, optimum flap setting, anti-ice is off, improved climb none, and let's, oh, CG, hold on, CG is 26. So let's enter 26 in here. $179, okay, that's fine. Try the, hey, air guitarist, try the slash key on the keyboard. Or the other, okay. I will try that next time. So let's try it again, 26 CG. And so we got flap 5. We have runway 29, acceleration height. We'll check that in a minute with our documents. DTO2 at 54. So first thing first, thrust limiter. DTO2, that's the first thing you set. Then you enter the selected temperature, so 54. Climb 2 selected, that's fine. We're pretty light today, and it's not warm at all. Then go to takeoff page, flaps 5. And it's telling us 41, 45, 54. Let's have a look. Well, 40, 45, 54. And that's CD pre-flight completed. Fantastic. Just trying to think what else I can do. RatNav. Yeah, I'm going to set fisherman manually in here. But that's pretty much it from here. Cool. So 291. Let me check the performance values. So we've got NETP 2. So under thrust limit page 2 or takeoff page 2, that's where we can set engine out acceleration height. So we are at about 600 feet. So height 1500 is fine. Normal acceleration height is 1,000 feet above the airport. So 1,000 in here. And then climb thrust reduction is also 1,000 feet height. So now we have that set for NADP 2. High flight level 420. Hey, how you doing? No, in the real aircraft we don't touch that normally unless you have a real big issue. That is kind of a you know, emergency autopilot off. Brilliant. Cool. Engine out, so straight ahead, 291 degrees, 8 miles, Vagram, and hold. But we're not going to have an engine failure today. Spoiler alert. Cool. I think we are pretty much set. We've got the clearance. Let's look at the panel here. APU start. Wow, look how busy Vienna is. I love it. Dr. Fred, yes it is. If you use the Pilot Edge external app, or if you use the Challenger 650. There it does work. So the same thing, you just log on, and if your clearance goes through, then you may have a bit of patience, and then it should come back. What's Horizon versus the Curo 787? I think the Horizon is a bit better. My humble opinion. So, INS aligned, everything's set, seatbelts, engine anti-ice automatic. Let's put the packs on. So one thing, when the APU comes online, it automatically disconnects the ground power. So what we do normally is we switch on the external power again, help save fuel on the APU, and that way the left side is still powered by the external power, right side then powered by the APU generators. Yeah, do that, Dr. Fred. Yeah, try that. Cool. Right, so that's done. And we got the clearance and everything. Let's do a quick briefing, shall we? So taxi out. Oh, I have to use my Sim Toolkit Pro. No, there we go. So taxi out. We are currently situated on this pier here. Hang on, why am I not getting aircraft position? There it is. So there we are. Pushback, taxi out. Yeah, probably Tango Lima Tree 4, exit 9, Mike. And then we go down Mike all the way to Alpha 1, holding point, full length, runway 29. I don't see any hotspots right now. Unless there were some here. Not really, no. Good. Departure. Oh, departure route. We have to change departure route. That was the... Let me just call the review ATC uplinks. There it is. So cleared by the Medix 1 Charlie departure. Medix 1 Charlie. So next page. No, route page, departure arrival. Then we go 29 initially. And then we go Medix 1 Charlie. Speeds deleted. Okay, I have to check the speeds again. So next page, Medix, and it closed the routing Lamsey, etc. All right. So that's all correct. Now let's check the speeds again. So that was 1404554. So I'm going to set 54 up here. Those should be on actually. And then we're all set. Although I don't like the, I don't know why it keeps going into LNAV. That is a bit weird. So let's just try it. Initially toga VNAV, and then later on we'll press LNAV, because it should go into LNAV right now. Cool. So initially we're climbing then via the departure route MEDEX 1 Charlie. Let me just call up the chart for you guys. There it is. So MEDEX 1 Charlie, runway 29. It's going to be a fairly quick left turn. So to about 1,000 feet, which is only 400 feet above the ground. Left turn. Whiskey 293. Then Whiskey 232, 231. To MEDEX, initial climb 5,000. And execute the initial turns with maximum 205 knots and a bank angle of at least 20 degrees. Transition altitude is 10,000 feet. Just check that here in the box. Let's just go here. Take off. Actually, VNAV. Transition 10,000. Put that in there. There it is. Good. Any questions? What server? No, right now we're on VATSIM, Ricardo. Later on we'll be on the multiplayer European West server. Later on the second flight. Good. Anything else? Let's do the checklist then. So pre-flight checklist. Normally there will be a few more things here for us to go through, but let's just say pre-flight checklist is complete. And then let's call up delivery. And I need to set my push to talk. Push to talk. And the latest ATIS is uniform. Servus Wien, the Tweejet 681. We have now information uniform and received our PDC, the CPDLC departure clearance via the MEDEX 1 Charlie.
631 delivery mission uniform is correct.
Yeah, and we are fully ready push start at Delta 22, Tweejet 631.
Tweejet 631, then contact ground 1217757.
1217755. Dankeschön. Servus, die Tweejet 631.
Ready for push and start.
Taxi gate Fox 26 via TL22, Delta TL22, orange line, T610.
EDDK 610 negative, Delta, exit 22, and the
yeah,
orange
it
line.
did, yeah.
Echo X-ray 22
Hey Joyce,
and
always
the
tidying.
orange line.
Go topic, please. Thank you.
Wien ground, guten Abend. Servus, die Tweejet 631, stand Delta 22, request push and start.
Hello Captain, we are ready for pushback.
Last station calling constant only.
Tweejet 631, heavy.
Tweejet 631, Wien ground, servus, push and start is approved.
Push start approved, Tweejet 631, heavy. I have to say heavy, I have to remember that.
Wien ground, hello, Air India 9 ready for push and start.
Yeah, so we set everything up.
Wien ground, servus, push and start
Got
is
the
approved.
clearance.
Push on to Lima, face east.
Very nice indeed.
Pushback approved on to Lima facing east, Air India 9.
Departure check completed, IPELZ pin inserted.
I don't know why he inserts the pin down here. Well, GSX, I guess, right? Dr. Fred, it depends on the country. So the UK doesn't require heavy at all, it seems.
Locking gear.
I think initially in Europe, yes, it's only, or at least Germany, probably Oster as well, is initial call. But I don't know what it is. But I don't think there's any harm in saying heavy, because the thing is, if I only say it once, I'm bound to forget it. Hang on, how do I get... Hold on, how do I...
Ground service.
Hey, Kipman!
Bravo 68. Information uniform. Requesting push and start.
First Lufthansa 62 November, contact Wien Tower 119.4, bye-bye.
To Wien Tower 119.4, goodbye and thanks for service.
Windmill 275, Wien ground servus, push and start is approved, push on to Lima, face east.
Push and start is approved. Facing east on Lima, windmill 275.
Vacated runway 34 via Bravo.
So let's do a few items first of all. So before start items, I don't have to do much. The first officer has to do a lot more. So hydraulic panel on, the that should be almost on. Fuel pumps on.
16 and
beacon on.
Orange
recall check.
Line.
So we look for 3. Well, cabin temperature we don't look for. I will set the trim. El Navina normally. Engine page is there. TCAS is already on, or the transponder is on.
Release parking brakes.
And then we'll read the before start checklist. So passenger signs on, MCP heading.
Yeah, you're talking a little bit fast. Sorry.
V2 154 heading 291, altitude 5000. Takeoff speeds V1 140, VR 145, and V2 is 154. CD pre-flight is completed. Taxi takeoff briefing completed, and that's the before start checklist completed. Normal engine start, overlapping right then left, start right engine. So let's go outside for the sounds.
Ground service, this is out from 103, from base, Cockpit 04, we are ready to start. Roger, push and server, first and 123. Parking brake.
Right, I did say overlap, didn't I? I was just so fascinated by the sounds. So start left engine, parking brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Ricardo, later on. Right now, no. So right now, we're on VATSIM. Hey, Brad. I'm doing well. How are you, Brad? Lovely. How's the weather? Man, I love those sounds. Really nice.
Unlocking gear.
A very nice animation as well regarding engine start. So it does take its while.
This Air France 460 with you at Mike.
Air France 460, ground service 60 to gate Delta 27 via Delta Lima.
Now, I don't know why ATC is still displayed here.
Gate again, it's via Delta and Lima, and which Delta?
Delta 27.
Delta 27.
Ah, there we go. That was a message. Okay. Cool.
Tow truck disconnected.
Let's do before taxi items.
Left is clear, right is clear.
So that's all set. We'll do flaps 5. Transponder is set. 1 recall check. Cabin temperature. Normally it should just be TCAS, although TCAS isn't off, is it? Hang on. Let me try that. There we go. So normally just TCAS off would be only message. I think that's still an error message there. Right. Let's check that we have flight control check. Normally wait for the all clear signal. Alrighty. Let's do a flight control check. Make sure everything's working. Rudder, full left, full right. So all clear was given. There he is. Before taxi checklist. Anti-ice is auto. Recall checked. Flight controls checked. Equipment, ground equipment is clear. APU is well, on cooldown, but will be off. And that's the before taxi checklist completed.
After 7 Kilo Papa again.
I think that's Kidman then, right?
Papa at Foxtrot 16, ready for
Hey, Flying Paul.
After 7 Kilo Papa.
And Brad, doing good, thank you. Cloudy and 13 degrees. Nice, that's good. Spring weather, right? Twitch at 631 heavy request taxi, please. Twidjet 631 heavy request taxi.
taxi rolling flight from 29 Alpha 1 via exit 9er and Mike.
Exit 9er and Mike, holding point runway 29er. Requiring full length, Twidjet 631. So exit 9er is just straight ahead. So Tango Lima 34, exit 9er and then left on Mike, as briefed. My first officer normally switches on the lights. Off we go. Left side clear. Right side clear. Let's go.
Big ground table, so 10.5 kilo, vacated 34 via Bravo 2.
After 5 kilo, big ground Servus taxi via exit 3, correct, exit 22, hold turn 52.
Exit via exit 22 via Whiskey 2 of 10.5 kilo.
Maybe that's Kidman. Right, cool. So I'll take next one to the left, behind that one.
The end ground Eastern 123, ready for taxi runway 29er.
Austin 103, taxi rolling flight from 29er.
ATM normally means assumed temperature method.
Roger, taxi to holding point
Assumed
runway 29er
temperature method for the calculation. So we get flex temperature, for example. Or flex is for the Airbus. Here is assumed temperature on Boeing.
Air India 9er, contact Wien Tower 119er, decimal 4, bye-bye.
We have currently GE, but the next ones will have Rolls-Royce.
275, contact Wien Tower 119er, decimal 4, bye-bye.
119er for Daniel Servus with 275.
Which is not the best thing, really.
631, contact Wien Tower 119er, decimal 4, bye-bye.
19.4, service just the Twidjet 631, bye-bye.
Decimal 5 Mike Kilo, hold position.
So let me check the frequency for departure. That is going to be 34675. Is that on? Yeah, 34675. Fantastic.
The tower service wind 275 heavy.
275, good evening. The anti-departing India 320, line up runway 29 behind.
Well, the thing is, I've heard that Rolls-Royce has issues with the engines, so they are on a higher maintenance schedule than initially thought. No, so air guitars, we're not mixing, so the ones that we get will replace the ones we have. So the GEs will go to a different airline, because we only leased those. So we'll give the leased aircraft back. And then we have... we just have the Rolls-Royce. So normally we'll get the cabin ready. And so we'll do a last check of the performance data, make sure that all adds up. Speedbox today, 22 knots. And then we'll read the before takeoff checklist. Now our checklist has EFB calculations and also the cabin ready call. So we have 3 items there, but before takeoff checklist complete. And I would say as captain checklist complete. So we're coming up to full length, Alpha 1. Servus Wien Tower, the TUIjet 631 Heavy, ready for departure.
TUIjet 631, good night, behind departing A330, line up runway 29 behind.
Behind departing A330, line up runway 29 behind TUIjet 631.
Windmill 275, 20 degrees, 8 knots, runway 29.
Ooh, that's bright, blimey. Hey, have a good flight, Kidman.
India 9, contact beam 13467.
Cabin crew, prepare for departure.
134,675, bye-bye, airline.
Wien Tower, hello, very good evening. This is Austrian 103, taxi now to holding point.
So I have terrain mode on. Weather radar doesn't work yet. Approach sector is clear. There he goes. Line up behind. TCAS is on. Fantastic. Cool. We have done everything. Check the yoke cam. Perfect.
Windmill 275, contact Slater 134,675, bye-bye.
34675, thank you, service Windmill 275.
103 behind departing TUIjet 787, line up runway 29 behind.
Roger, behind the 3787-900, line up runway 29 or behind Austrian 103.
TUIjet 631, 20 degrees, 8 knots, runway 29, clear for takeoff.
Runway 29, clear takeoff, TUIjet 631. Bit from the right, the wind, clear for takeoff. Are we ready?
Good evening, Austrian 7 Kilo Papa on Livestream, you can accept Alpha 3429.
7 Kilo Papa, good night, no improvement in departure sequence, taxi via Alpha 1.
Taxi via Alpha 1 Austrian, 7 Kilo Papa.
Takeoff. Beautiful. Oh, thrust set. Completely forgot. We have this. Thrust set, yeah. 80 knots checked. Something I can't use in real life, unfortunately. You what? Rotate. So initially I pitch up this symbol to the dashed line initially, and then once we have LNAV, VNAV, gear up, then I follow the flight direct. Now I follow that that indicator there. 34675 servos to TUIjet 631. Oof, that's a very early, quick turn, isn't it? So we got thrust rev, VNAV speed. Now I'm going to put the autopilot on so that we can go into the outside view. Once I've changed frequencies. Flaps 1.
Region island is broken at the moment.
Flaps 1.
Oscar Tango Yankee, speed 220, left turn heading 250.
And flaps up.
220 on the speed on left, 250 Oscar Tango.
Air India Niner, contact beam radar 134.44 goodbye.
134.44, bye-bye, Air India Niner.
Witness 275, direct medic.
2,000 feet.
Direct medic, Tango, windmill 275 Charlie.
Departure, good evening. Twitcher 631 heavy, 3,500, climbing 5,000.
Jet 631, hello, identified, climb flight level 240.
Climb flight level 240, Twitcher 631, thank you. So, 24,000. So the gear is up, flaps are up. Let's do the after takeoff checklist. After takeoff.
1228, goodbye, thank you for the service, Oscar November
After
Juliet.
takeoff checklist complete.
Clipper 1202, descent altitude 3000 feet.
Down 2,000.
Now I'm going to change the ICAS so that I have the big display now.
Descending 4,000 Oscar Tango.
Also very nice feature. Right, let me go into the outside view. Oh yeah.
Direct Whiskey Whiskey 971 Oscar Tango.
Beautiful.
Oscar Tango Yankee, direct Whiskey Whiskey 971.
Direct Whiskey Whiskey 971 Oscar Tango Yankee.
How does it fly compared to the real aircraft? I tell you what, guys, I'll explain a little bit about the fly-by-wire system so that you better understand why the real aircraft flies a lot different to the Horizon mod or the 787 standard version here in Microsoft Flight Sim.
Reflectors to the 3-4 R&D final and
just gonna wait for 10,000 feet.
Right heading 310 now, cleared RMP 34.
Right heading 310, clear RMP 34.
Altimeters, standard set.
DN radar, hello, very good evening, this is turn 103, passing 3,700 feet.
Locked.
Oscar Tango Yankee, descend to 3,000 feet, and speed 210 knots, cleared RMP 34.
P210, 3,000, cleared RMP 34, Oscar Tango.
DN radar, turn 103, hello, very good evening, passing 4,500 feet.
Oscar 103, hello to you, identified, climb level 240.
Roger, flight level 240, turn 103.
Did I get HUD training? No. No, I did not get HUD training. I just did a tutorial video and I looked at some documents.
134.44 windmill 275 leaving service.
Oscar 45 Juliet, descend to altitude 7,000 feet, QNH 1006, direct Whiskey Whiskey 985.
So I'm eager to try out CPDLC during the flight, obviously.
Speed 706 Victor, speed 240 knots.
Speed 240 knots, speed 706.
Thank you, Captain 6 on 3, flight level 200, descending 170, information, Victor.
Sorry,
yeah, Paul,
I hear it to the Austin 7 Kilo Papa. You
I hope so too, yeah.
3,000 feet, climb flight level 230.
Climb flight level 230.
Yeah, that's true, Captain Kales.
Jet Management 613.
DCS experience
level 120,
coming into 787.
Is broken, descent level 120.
So air guitarist, or also house music. We don't use it because the new aircraft that we get and the 777 aircraft that we get don't have a HUD. Meaning,
radar, Servo schönen guten Abend, Austin 188, flight level 200, sending 170 and information, Victor.
So the new aircraft we get doesn't have HUD, so they decided not to train us on the HUD, meaning our HUDs are sealed. so we can't get them down.
188, hello to you, identified, descent level 120, expect RMP 34.
Hey, Flying Paul, all the best wishes, yeah.
Descent flight level 120,
keeping fingers crossed.
RMP 34 Austrian 188.
Yeah.
562, direct whiskey,
my best wishes, Paul.
Whiskey 988, Austin 562.
Exactly, because of the dual rating. Yeah, you are correct. Nice. So, beautiful sky. I think that looks really lovely.
Austin 7 Kilo Papa, direct Arsin.
Direct Arsin, Austrian 7 Kilo Papa.
Austin 45 Juliet, descent altitude 6,000 feet.
6,000 feet, Austrian 45 Juliet.
Leeward 7 Sales Victor, direct whiskey 985.
Whiskey 985,
Two Jet 631, contact Green Radar 134, that's Mobile, Parkback.
Oh. Did you call 2Jet 631, please, again?
Affirmative, 134, that's Mobile, Parkback.
34.44. Thank you, bye-bye, 2Jet 631. So let's see, do they have CPDLC? 34440.
Negative. Expect to cross Amadi.
Love! How cool is that? Right, so we're going to go to COM. We're going to go to ATC, log on. Love. What a cool name. Right.
924, we'll do it differently. Descent flight level 170, descend at 1,000, correction, descend at 2,000 feet per minute or greater.
Descending to flight level 170 at 2,000 vertical speed.
No, hang on.
383, contact mean 132.190, bye-bye.
Mean 132.190,
yeah, house music, I guess it just depends on the airline, right? And unfortunately the airline that I work for decided to go the other way. That's just the way it is. There we go. Normally we've got ding dong ATC established again on the auxiliary display there. That's so cool. Cancel, clears that. I guess you get more the impression now what it means to work on the 787. It's such a lovely, comfortable aircraft to work on because of the way information is presented to the pilots, but also the fly-by-wire system. So, Wien, Servus, die Twitchjet 631 Heavy passing 210, climbing 240. I didn't call him.
Contacted at 631, Wien identified, initially climb flight level 280 und ich soll liebe Grüße vom Manchester ausrichten.
Ah, super. Liebe Grüße zurück. And climbing now, level 280, Twitchjet 631.
India 9er, contact Wien 132.190, bye-bye.
Why am I having Elmsfire? Yeah, St. Elmsfire. Why?
Air India 9er, contact the Wien Radar 132.190, bye-bye.
Right, current ATC unit. Cancel. Hey, Manchester.
Option 456, your cleared level was 290.
Yeah, Manchester, no worries.
Now continue this correct.
Lovely to see you and to hear you, Manchester. Thank you so much for the greetings.
Anyways, now
I hope family is good.
Flight level 170, cross Masur at level.
Lol.
Okay, descend 170 and cross.
I mean, it's a cool effect. Don't get me wrong. It's just wrong right now. We don't have thunderstorms nearby.
Austrian 456.
Or do we have thunderstorms somewhere?
Wien radar level, good evening, Austrian 103 passing flight level 2.
Not really.
Climbing to flight level 240, inbound stop.
Hello, Austrian 103, Wien identified, climb flight level 300.
Yes,
Roger,
I
level 300.
had St. Elmo's fire many times.
Wind 275, expect higher in approximately 15 miles, crossing traffic
It's from the preceding aircraft ahead. So also, Paul, you asked me if you think whether or not my airline would hire from the free market. It has happened
3 minutes, there will be crossing traffic above.
However, through some other airlines, meaning either through Swiss or Condor, Austrian. So yeah, it has happened, but not directly from the...
Thai 924, you were instructed to descend at 2,000 feet per minute or greater. Indicate you're descending at 1,000 feet per minute. Kindly expedite your descent. Now descend at...
How did you line up the aircraft so perfectly, Victor? Real life experience. No, I cheated. I went in the outside view. I went in the outside view and I could see that the main gear was about to line up. But it's difficult. Even in real life, to line up the 787 is difficult. It really is difficult. It takes some practice.
Austrian 456, contact Lima radar 134.6.
Terrain ahead, hello to you. Nice to see you there. I'm doing well. Thank you. How are you, Terrain?
675 for Austrian 456. Bye-bye.
Yeah, that's true. Arcing window heat. Oh, God. Yeah. Nice. Okay, so guys, regarding the fly-by-wire system of the 787. So I'm not going to bore you with all the details, but you know, in principle, there's 3 operational modes. We have normal, secondary, and direct mode. So similar to the A320, where it's normal, alternate, direct. Here we have normal, secondary, direct. Now, in normal mode, there are several things that, even in manual flight, that the fly-by-wire system will interact with the aircraft to stabilize it.
We cleared flight level 280.
Roger, flight level 280, Austrian 103.
Windmill 275, climb flight level 360.
So, you have flight envelope protections. Just like on the A320, there's stall protection, overspeed protection, and the bank angle protection. However, and this is something that is, I guess, a bit difficult to simulate here in a sim, there's also a lateral and vertical gust suppression system. So the fly-by-wire system will notice certain up and down drafts or drafts from left and right, and it has many little static ports around the airframe, even on the stabilizer. So here, for example, it's hard to see, but here we have static ports. There's another one here. So both sides. So these are actually there to measure pressure differences left and right side of the stabilizer. So any wind gust can be detected that way. And then you have a fly-by-wire system that will use spoilers, the flaperon. So flaperon, for example, is this thing here.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box.
This thing here. So it looks like a flap. That's why it's called flaperon. It's a combination of flap and aileron. Flaperon. Hey, MAN. How are you? Oh, climb to flight level.
Hi, Captain Black Box. Another month of superb flight edutainment that I could enjoy. Time to renew my promise. You stream and I subscribe.
Just a lag. Nothing to worry about. Thank you, MAN. So we got 380 accepted. Now, one thing that, guys, now this would be brilliant. I'm not sure if they're ever going to implement it, but that would be brilliant. So what happens in the real aircraft when I press accept? So I get in altitude clearance. If I press accept, what happens? That cleared altitude, so 380 is shown on this line here. And then I simply press transfer and it jumps to the top part, becoming active. Same for heading and airspeed. It's so cool. Now, if we get a frequency change via CPDLC, you'll see the text here in the auxiliary display. If I press accept, it will preload it in the comm panel. It preloads it, so all I have to do is press on the line select key here, and it makes it active. Again, it's so many cool features. MAN, thank you so much for the kind words as well. Thanks for just received the CPDLC. Thank you, Director Rutno, 3Jet 631. Another thing, accepted. So if I press accept, it would then allow me, there's a prompt here, load to FMC. So I just press load to FMC, and it puts the direct in automatically. It doesn't execute it, but it arms it. So I don't have to go and search for the waypoint. Route no, let's have a look. Route no. There it is. So select that, put that there. A beam point's not working yet, so execute. Again, there's so many neat features in the, oh well, the Elms fire, that's funny.
Jet 631, stop climb flight level 320, expect higher from next sector. Jet 631, recleared flight level 320, expect higher from the next sector.
Jet 631, thank you much. Recleared 320 now. Thank you. So 320 is set. I'm just reading chat. Hang on. So, yeah, flapper on, right, Florian? Fantastic. Yeah, Eagle Motion, I agree. It's not only a gimmick, but it also helps reduce pilot input error, right?
Delta Foxtrot Bravo Charlie Tango, descent flight
the same with the
170.
frequencies. The uploaded frequency
Descent flight level 170.
It's very neat to put it in here. Again, you don't have to type or dial it in.
103.
So that's
ready. Descent flight level
fantastic. Right, 320.
Expect to cross Amadi at flight level 130.
Make sure we don't have more than 1,000 feet per minute. Just put that to initially vertical speed.
Flight level 137, expecting Amadi 130.
Thanks for using CPDLC. Best regards.
Delta Foxtrot Bravo Charlie Tango, contact Wien 132.190. Goodbye.
132.190, Delta Foxtrot Bravo Charlie Tango. Bye bye.
Look at that. Cool. We are now the real aircraft. We have the option to have the call sign of the other aircraft being shown here.
5 Golf, can we get a higher flight level?
Yes, so Daniel, if you download the Horizon is out, VNAV out. If you download the Horizon mod updater, there is a cockpit texture mod as well. That does change the textures.
103, contact Wien 132.190. Bye-bye.
Roger, 132.190, outgoing 103. Bye-bye, see you.
Yeah, sorry, Airbus broker. Yeah, you're right. Somebody else wrote that earlier on. Yeah, they're going to have new runway markings. Yeah. Tepixki, hello to you. Wow, it's so active checked tonight again. Thank you so much for being here, for watching, interacting. Let's see.
631, unfortunately I did not receive a CPDLC reply in time once again. Contact please München now 129.1. Goodbye.
Yeah, seems to be some issues here in the mod. Okay, 129.10. Thank you so much. Have a good night, Twitch at 631.
Schönen Abend, tschüss.
Ciao, danke euch.
Delay, contact München 133.565 for further climb.
Contact München 133.565, Lufthansa 227. Aber schönen Abend noch.
So
Alpha, contact Langen on 1252. Ciao.
Echo Delta Mike Lima. Let's try that again. Maybe I did receive it, I just didn't hear it.
Contact Langen on 125.2.
So let's return, log on status.
Super Charlie, contact Praha Radar 118.375. Ciao.
Confirm off.
118.375.
Okay, that doesn't work here either.
So the 179er after conversion speed 290 knots, okay.
Oh, it does. Echo Delta.
Conversion 29er, Kratos,
Mike Lima.
To flight level 240.
Let's try that.
6th November on conversion speed 290 knots or less for sequencing.
290 or less for frequency Lufthansa 6th November.
With Air 2930, contact Praha Radar on
I use FT Sim, so FT Sim Plus sound mod. The problem is That cancels the chime for CPDLC, unfortunately. München, Abend, die Toyjet 631, maintain level 320.
Austrian 451, flight level 310, direct to.
Station calling ICU 3631, München radar 0 identified, report your request to cruising level.
Ja, request level 380, Toyjet 631 Heavy.
Dann bekommst du das, Toyjet 631, climb level 380.
Fantastisch, climb level 380, Dankeschön, die Toyjet 631.
Aus dem 451 München identified,
Thrust ref,
climb
enough
level
speed, so I pressed on that button there to clear the current altitude. No more restrictions in the climb. So that is armed. Let me try that.
Tango request, 3 minutes out of cockpit.
Armed, exit, return. So let's see if that works.
With the 8 Juliet Tango, contact Langen radar on 125.2, state your request there.
That's right, so many topics also on the YouTube channel.
Eine 1659, contact Langen on 1252, ciao.
Terrain ahead, just ordered some rudder pedals and the honeycomb. You're very nice, enjoy. You try to implement the FT sound pack and don't hear any sound. Did you alter the config files? So there's a PDF file that comes with the downloaded file. Make sure that you enter those lines of text. There's like 6 lines or 8 lines of text. You have to enter in the config file.
Hello, Smile, long time no see.
Hey Alpha, indeed, long time to see. Wie geht's dir? Big round of applause. I hope you didn't endure too many terrible experiences flying around the world lately. Regarding strike and so on. Alpha, thanks so much for the 82 months, and I hope you do well. Hey, the French pilot live. Hello.
0 wings 245 run, requesting descent, flight level 200.
Super 51, I'm figuring out solutions for
Oh, Sim Caesar, thank you so much for the raid. Guys, big shout out. Maybe Mark can give Sim Caesar, there we go, in record time.
Saudia 179.
Sim Caesar, welcome. And welcome everyone. We're in the Horizon Mod 787.
Aus dem 451, proceed direct Lali.
Trying out the CPDLC function today.
Aus dem 451, direct Lali.
Direct Lali.
Beautiful lighting here. So, yeah, big shout out to Sim Caesar. If you don't know him yet, please check out his channel on Twitch.
1252, ciao, danke.
A wonderful person doing very funny and entertaining streams, so please check out his channel.
Postman 946 München, radar 0 identified, 330 will be final.
Roger, 230 final, Postman 946.
The XFR feature, actually active Magnite a couple of years ago, probably the best feature. Okay, it got pulled, okay. Michael Da Costa, hello to you. CPDLC and the 737 is a painful experience. Nothing goes away automatically. Yeah, that's true. So I'm not sure if the first message regarding the frequency change actually showed up, and I just didn't catch it in time. But usually it would remain displayed until I cancel it, so I guess I didn't get it. So there may still be a little bit of glitch from time to time. One thing I have to admit, so just listening now to the sounds and the the environmental sounds.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Duo Channel Experience.
Awesome, Caesar.
Could
Thank
new
you so
subscribers
much.
please make their way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight infotainment will be served. Thank you.
Let's quickly go to vertical speed.
Lali, Lima, Alpha, Lima, India, November.
Sim Caesar gifting us up to Cold Nebo. So Cold Nebo, please say a big thank you to Sim Caesar.
India, November.
Thank you so much, Sim Caesar, for that. Yeah, 1,000 feet to go. Thank you very much.
Lima Alpha Mike, Indian November.
Negative, I will write it to you.
Oh, someone is greeting me here on the 787. We can do the same. Actually, we don't have that. Let's just do a greeting here as well. Unless he forgot to switch off the landing lights. Which happens to me from time to time. But there we go. Alrighty.
Radar, when you should be armed, Jet 1 3 Papa Mike, preview flight level 2
Jet 1 3 Papa Mike, München, hello, identified, expect to cross Dosel, level 2.
So, unfortunately, it doesn't automatically go back to VNAV, so we have to press VNAV manually here. So, VNAV path.
Cross 230 for Jet 1 3 Papa Mike.
So, now, the thing is this. As I mentioned on preparations, we don't enter a landing runway, I mean, a approach runway. So we don't select ILS or anything for the destination airport because of a issue with the LNAV function. In case you have, let's say, a wind shear on takeoff and you press the toga buttons, you want to go just toga, and that way it would then sometimes go to LNAV, which you want to avoid.
München radar, servus,
so,
5 Blue Delta, flight level 300.
During the climb out, at some point, we actually tell the pilot monitoring to then go and enter an approach. Now, I would like to try out an IAN approach, so integrated navigation approach. Or integrated approach navigation approach. So, so what we'll select then is an RP approach. So let's have a look. So we're going to go. There's the RNAV 3 to right. And the transition. So let's have a look here. There it is. So that's the arrival.
Lufthansa 146 at flight level 11.
Air that 1 Charlie to Kola. Let's see how we transition from Kola to the approach, if we can.
Lufthansa 146 München, hello, identified, climb flight level 260.
Flight level 260, Lufthansa 146.
Oh, there it is. Oh yes, we have Kola. It's just a fix here, but it's the same as the VOR station. So it's going to be via Kola. Lovely name for a VOR station. So Kola it is. And then let's just check on the...
Unable due to sectorization, maintaining your routing, please.
Plan mode. Destination.
München 133 565, ciao. Jet 61, München 133 565.
133 565, Dankeschön. Just the Jet 61.
Sind 45 to 1. Able to switch for ball.
So it didn't accept my CPDLC, unfortunately. So there we go. That looks all right. Let's execute that. Fantastic. So now we should get a better approach time. München servers the Twitchjet 631 heavy level 380.
Twitchjet 631 heavy München radar. Good evening. Identified. Proceed direct. Pilam.
Direct to Pilam. Dankeschön. The Twitchjet 631. Okay, so the beam position doesn't work here. Well, doesn't matter. Direct Pilam. So let's try and see if he has CPDLC. So that was 33565. Did the Horizon fix the nose issues with the things? These rotate so fast. Yeah. So the rotation is a bit better, but it's very kind of digital, meaning. If you find the sweet spot as you pull back on the yoke, if you find the sweet spot and just hold it, it will rotate nicely.
Radar, good evening, identified.
But if you just release a little bit of the back pressure of the yoke, then or the joystick, it'll stop the rotation immediately. So it's a bit jerky, unfortunately, still. Where is that frequency? Blimey, I can't find it. There's so many sectors online tonight.
Lufthansa 349er, contact München Radar 129.1, bye-bye.
München Radar 129.1, danke dir, Lufthansa 349er.
Oh, I got it now. Got it now. So we have no CPDLC, unfortunately. Oh, that's a shame. But let's just have a look at the com page real quickly. So log on status. Okay, it's only armed. Right, let's see if we can clear out the for the next sector. Anyways, back to Club. Hello to you, Ducky. No, so Ducky, I mean, it depends what aircraft. So the Phoenix, I would say you can train on.
Lufthansa 47 Golf.
Procedures.
Good evening, identified.
However,
flight level 290 and proceed direct Nikus.
However, flying-wise, very limited, right? But system-wise, yeah, you can train. München, did I already call in München from Jujet 631 at level 380?
Jujet 631 with radar. Good evening, identified 380.
Thank you. Yeah, he gave us Dag Pilam, didn't he? It just sounds different. And Bruno, hello to you. Good evening. So regarding the fly-by-wire system, I was talking about that the 787 has envelope protection, so stall protection, overspeed protection, bank angle protection, but it also has some functions to stabilize the aircraft. For example, lateral and vertical gust suppression. It has automatic yaw compensation in case of an engine failure, asymmetrical reverse thrust, or in gusty crosswind conditions. So the aircraft itself already helps to stabilize the aircraft in those cases. And there's also thrust asymmetry protection in case of engine failure, but that's too technical. I'm not going to go into that. So from experience, what I can tell you is that, well, for the more technical technical enthusiasts here, maybe you know the C*U concept. So the pitch axis has C*U. So C* is the part that blends the G load with pitch rate control.
230 with radar. Good evening, identified. One question: do you have a clearance?
Let me just tell that sounds a bit. So, depending on the airspeed and altitude, if you pull back or push on the yoke, these inputs will be calculated and then either be given to the flight control services as a G load or a pitch rate control. Yeah, so the U stands for speed stability, and exactly that, Alexander. So speed stability means if I switch off the autopilot now and the aircraft is flying at a certain speed and the aircraft is trimmed correctly, which it wasn't just now, but if the aircraft is trimmed correctly, then I can let go of the yoke. The aircraft will continue to fly nice, straight and level. However, if I reduce the thrust, initially nothing happens. If I reduce the thrust, the pitch will be maintained. However, once the speed drops, then the nose of the aircraft will go down. Why? Because it wants to try to maintain the trimmed speed. So in our case right now, about 270 knots. If I want to trim for the new speed, I have manual trim switches here. So nose up, nose down trim switches. And so I can set a new trim speed. The PNG 777 has a indication here on the speed tape for that speed, for the trimmed speed. Descent level 320, latest level at Pilar, the Twitcher 631. So 320, that's only how many miles? Let's just check. Mark, I'll get you in a second, hold on. That's about 30 miles for 6,000 feet. That's plenty. So let me just quickly enter that. So 320 in here, execute. And there's the top of the descent now calculated. So the pitch is stable unless you change airspeed. Then you have to trim for...
631, descent flight level 320, level Pilar.
Okay, I'll repeat again. Twitch 631, when ready, descent level 320, level latest at Pilar.
Oh, sorry.
That's not... No, it is realistic. You have to guess what speed... No. No. So what happens, if you fly manually, and you want to maintain a certain altitude, right? Then, if the aircraft is trimmed correctly and the speed remains stable, you don't have to do anything with the yoke, right? The aircraft will continue to fly. However, when the speed drops, then the nozzles go down. It happens on the normal conventional aircraft as well.
Windmill 275, contact.
Then you have two options. You have two options. Either you pull back on the yoke to maintain the altitude, but you have to continuously pull back on the yoke, or you trim the horizontal stabilizer to the new airspeed. And once that's trimmed to the new airspeed, then you can let go of the yoke again, and the aircraft will continue with that pitch. So it does do that pretty much like in real life. Just watching the descent here. Just hope that works. Don't have much headwind. He's a nice guy indeed. He's very relaxed. I love that. Roll-wise, so on the roll axis, when you enter a roll input, left or right, it's exactly like on the A320, where you have a P beta, as it's called, P beta principle.
You can climb 280 at the moment.
So we've got enough speed, 320, coming into path. That looks good. So that green arc shows me where the aircraft...
631, contact Rhein radar 133.655, bye bye.
33655, vielen Dank. Gute Nacht, die Twitcher 631.
Zulu, approach 3.
So Rhein radar, they should have 33665.
Rhein radar, guten Abend, Postman 329, climbing flight level 310, passing flight level 2.
Postman 329, good evening, Rhein radar identified.
Und rein, guten Abend, die Twitchjet 631 Heavy, we're out of 355, descending 320.
Twitchjet 631, good evening, Rhein radar identified. Windmill 275, descent flight level
33655. I want to try some CPDLC. 33655, there it is. Echo Delta Uniform. Alright, let's try that. Com page, ATC.
Servus, Lufthansa 914, inbound Soba, flight level 240.
Sending.
Lufthansa 914, radar low identified, climb to flight level 300.
Could use a bit of speed brakes because not quite making it yet.
275 on conversion, speed 300 knots or greater.
Green half path, there it is, okay.
Already 300 windmill 2757.
Twitchjet 631 on conversion, speed 290 knots or less.
On conversion, speed 290 knots or less. Twitchjet 631. So I'm gonna open the speed window. I'm gonna change that to indicate airspeed.
Direct BATEP.
Let's put 285.
Twitchjet 631 direct to BATEP.
Direct to waypoint BATEP. Dankeschön. Twitchjet 631 Heavy.
Eurotrans, correction Postman 329, continue climb flight level 350, proceed direct to Marsek.
So I was talking about roll axis. So roll axis, same thing. It doesn't matter what airspeed you fly. The amount of deflection you put into the yoke determines the roll rate of the aircraft. And again, that makes it very predictable because it's always the same. You don't have to worry about the airspeed. So you always get the same response. So what I can say from experience, from real life experience, especially under gusty crosswind conditions, I've never flown an aircraft that is so stable, even in the flare, and then you decrap the aircraft. It's extremely nice. There we go. ATC com established. We don't have landing calculator yet. Okay. Anyways, we have a pretty long runway at Cologne, 32 right. Although let me get the ATIS. Let's have a look here. ATC, exit, return. Arrival, send. Let's see if that works.
Windmill 275, contact Langenräder 124, das Nummer 730, tschüss.
124, 730, thank you, bye-bye. Windmill 275.
So there's Cologne. 32 right gives us 3,800 meters. And the exits are... Oh, I need to change that. There's a typo there, alright. But fairly far down the runway. This ATIS is not available? Seriously? That's interesting. Right, cancel that. So maybe, well, all I have to do, hang on, let me just try something else. Let's go departure. Maybe it's just available under departure and not arrival.
Contact Bremen radar on 128.760 Lufthansa 3 Whiskey Y.
Let's try that.
Twitch 631, descent flight level 250 at 2,000 feet per minute, operator.
Descent flight level 250 at 2,000 feet per minute, operator. Twitch 631.
Ryanair 1659, can we get 10 minutes out of cockpit?
Not available. So information Bravo, it is, so we have
okay, sir, so
1011.
Disconnect, so don't worry about that. Thank you.
So I'll pre-select that. 1011. There it is. Currently we have 020 at 4. 10 kilometers visibility, clouds, view 3,100 feet, broken 4,300 feet, temperature 5. No significant changes. So the arrival and the approach, we'll use the LNAV, VNAV, Delta minimum, 690 feet. So we always round up to the next 10 feet. Oops, that's too much. Ah, there we go. Descent 250. Accept. I have a feeling that it's a bit delayed regarding the CPDLC, right? Accept it. Cancel. Hold on, let me get through the preparations, then I'll answer the questions. 690. Oh, man. Why is it jumping like that? Yes, I'll be flying on the across the pond, A-firm. Hang on, why is it speeding up? Test, 25. Contact. There we go. Langen. Let's accept that. So normally we'd have that written there. It's a shame. 24730. Lol, that is just so weird. Langen haben die Twitch at 631 heavy 265, descending 250 at 2000 more.
Jet 631, Langen at MT5, hello. Descent to flight level 130, reach latest at bar tap.
Descent flight level 130, latest at bar tap level, Twitch at 631. So that looks pretty good, actually.
35 Tango climbs to flight level 250.
Climbing flight level 250.
Just need to watch my airspeed a bit faster.
Tango call Rhein on 133.655.
So I was still trying to set the minimums.
Rhein on 133.655, here going 25 Tango.
Solange, Rhine Radar has cancelled the connections. So here we go, 6. We're getting there, 690. Man, it's taking a long time. Well, it depends on what you want to train, Ducky. I don't know what exactly you want to train. So there's certain aircraft add-ons, like the Phoenix, for example, where I would say yes, or the PMG 737. Yes, you can train certain things with that. I quit YouTube. Hello to you.
Flight level 220.
Terrain ahead. You asked. This might be a personal question, but how did you manage to pay for it? Well, actually back then.
2Jet 631, reduce speeds to 80 or less.
280 or less, 2Jet 631.
275 contact.
So back when I started training, in 1990, I started training. Back then, we had the Ab Initio training, and there we actually only had to pay like 15,000 euros. So it was 30,000 Deutschmarks, which was like 15,000 euros back then. That was all. Man, that is it's getting annoying now. Blimey. I'm going to use auto brake 2. Let's just check what.
631 report speeds to radar on 135. That's 650. Tschüss.
Ja, mach mal 135, 650. Tschüss, die Twitch 631.
Post correction windmill 275, hello identified. Proceed direct airnip. Airnip.
Airnip, correct?
AFM.
Direct airnip, thank you. Wait,
At an empty Twitch at 631 heavy, we're passing 190, descending 130. Speed is currently 270 indicated.
Twitch at 631, hello identified. Postman disregard.
No, I don't know which.
161, contact Bremen, 128-760.
Cool. So we set the minimums. Auto brake. The approach is checked.
128-760.
Pre-dialed the altimeter. That's too early. So the transition level is 70. Let me just set that.
Postman 161, 128-760.
In the VNAV forecast. 070.
Tomjet 105, connect Amsterdam radar 125-750.
Oops.
125-750, Tomjet 105.
Yeah, I know, right? It's not fair. But back then, that was just the way it was. Take a bit of descent rate here.
Tomjet 631. Stop descent at flight level 140.
Stop descent level 140 to at 635. It's 140.
Windmill 275.
Let's see. Up to staff.
631, proceed direct airnip.
Direkt airnip, Dankeschön. Twitch 631.
Turkish 205, proceed direct Cola, Charlie Oscar Lima.
Also ich antworte mal kurz auf Deutsch.
Proceed direct Cola, Turkish 205.
Also Microsoft Flight Sim, mit dem kann man trainieren, wenn man halt ein gutes Flugzeug-Add-on hat, wie Phoenix oder PMDG 737. Das sind die einzigen beiden Flugzeuge, die ich zum Trainieren nutzen würde. Alles andere, die Standardflugzeuge kannst du nicht nutzen. Definitiv nicht. So just saying that the only aircraft really I see, good enough to train with for real flying would be Phoenix and a PMG C787.
Descent to flight level 120.
Any other aircraft, I would definitely not see fit.
Jet 631, no speed restriction, and continue descent to flight level 100, be level latest AirNAP.
Okay, descent level 100, latest level AirNAP, no speed restriction. Jet 631. So 100 speed. I'm going to put speed to 60 because I want to slow down a bit. So we are in the approach. AirNAP is the clearance limit for now, though. We haven't got the approach clearance just yet. And Jet 631 would appreciate the RP 3 to right.
631, I will let the next controller know.
Thank you much. So we are going to fly, hopefully, either radar vectored or the normal transition for the RP approach 3 to right. RARIX at 3000. We got a profile of 3 degrees. The minimum is 690 feet. Missed approach, Delta Kilo 660, right turn. Or 2000 feet, whichever is later. So either this waypoint or 2000 feet, whichever is later. Turn right, direct to Kola, and we're climbing 5000 feet. So let's just check that.
On the radar, hello, KLM 7 Mike, Victor.
3 degree down, 3000, 3 to right, 660, 2000, Kola 5000. All correctly programmed. So we'll do a flap 30 landing, auto brake 2. So what I would normally call out is descent items, flap 30, auto brake 2. So the pilot monitoring then sets the auto brake, not me.
CPDLC on board.
And he selects also flap 30.
Climb to flight level 260.
We'll do a recall check.
Considering level 260 Litany, what is your requested level?
Recall check, incomplete checklist.
Climb to 260, requesting 270. I believe that's on our flight plan, but we can accept 260 or 280.
7 Mike Victor. Yeah, you can have higher if you want. For now, maintain question.
And we'll do the descent checklist. Recall checked. Auto brake 2. Landing data. VREF 144. Minimums bar 690 feet. Approach briefing completed. Descent checklist complete. The next checklist will be the approach checklist.
549 Langen radar identified. Climb to flight level 210.
Flight level 210. Push in 549.
Yeah, that's true, Alpha. Yeah, exactly. That is exactly that. Yeah, well described. Thousand feet to go. Let's go 1,000 feet per minute.
Langen radar, good evening. Whiskey for Papa at 2, flight level 220, descending to 200.
It depends on the flight school. So some flight schools require you to have A-levels, Abitur. There are other flight schools. Like Kola, Jet 631. And there are other airlines or flight schools that do not require A-levels or Abitur in Germany. I would try to get in with a big company like EFA, so the European Flight Academy, or Condor Direct, assuming that you are in Germany. So I would go with them.
350,
To Jet 631, you can expect the RMP 3 to right and contact Langen 135350, roger.
Ja, vielen Dank, 135350 to Jet 631. So very nice, expect the RMP as requested. Current arrival, hello, the Jet 631, level 100, information, I think was Bravo.
Easy 123 going 320 knots, 18,000 feet, heading 090.
Lang radar, low Eurowings 2 Mike Charlie, passing 5,000.
Eurowings 2 Mike Charlie, Lang radar, good day, identified. Climb by assist, flight level 140.
Climb by assist, level 140, Eurowings 2 Mike Charlie.
Langen Abend, die Jet 631, level 100, information Bravo.
Jet 631 Lang Radar, hello, sorry for that delay. Your identified information is Bravo. Expect RMP runway 32 left as requested.
Okay, just confirm it's going to be 32 right for Jet 631.
Thanks for confirmation, that's copied, so expect RMP 32 right.
Expecting RMP 32 right to Jet 631. Well, 32 left. Now, 32 left.
Lufthansa 8 Juliet Tango turn left heading.
It's not as if the runway is too short, but you know, taxi-wise.
Flying radar Turkish 205, flight level 120.
I do prefer 32 right.
Turkish 205, Lang Radar, good day,
We're going to park somewhere here.
Expect left 3
So
right.
Alpha 4 is a,
present heading descent flight level 100.
so Alpha 4 is a good
Expect
turn
LS
off.
232 right. Maintain heading Turkish 205.
So there's an aircraft 2,000 feet above. There he is.
Easy 123 Lang Radar, good day, sir, identified. Maintain present heading, descent flight level 100, expect ILS 3 to right.
Expect ILS 3 to right, descend 100, easy 123.
Lufthansa 8 Juliet Tango, reduce speed, well actually the speed is fine, contact director 121.0.
So RMP required currently 2, we have actual 0.02.
1055, Lufthansa 8 Juliet Tango.
That's all done.
Langen guten Abend, nochmal FedEx 6 Papa Delta, passing 3000 feet.
FedEx 6 Papa Delta, Lang Hallöchen nochmal.
1,800, nah, Alpha, I think about 2,000, 2,200 would be enough. I mean, I know it has 1,800, it's a bit short, but so I could land it on 1,800 meters, but legally to calculate everything correctly, no, probably not. So, RNAF, tree to right.
Jet 631, continue descent level 70, keep speed 250 or greater.
Descend flight level 70, 250 or greater, to Jet 631 heavy. Okay, 70.
Turkish 205, descent flight level 70,
7,000.
speed 220 knots or less.
Descend flight level 70.
We won't tell anyone promise yet, gifts back.
Turkish 205.
Wings 2 Mike Charlie, contact Langen 124.7.
Right, yeah.
124.730, wings 2 Mike Charlie, ciao ciao.
Yeah, that's true. They have some real-world controllers here, yeah, on VATSIM. It's a bright night tonight, isn't it? Look at that.
Easy 123, left heading 060, descent flight level 70.
So the IAN approach, the integrated approach navigation.
Easy 123, left heading 060, descent flight level 70.
Is fairly straightforward.
Easy 123, Lang.
So, you know, flaps 5 for the intercept, 2 miles from the final approach fix, gear down, flaps 20, arm the speed brakes, and
many thanks, sir.
what we're going to do, so when we're on the approach or towards the final approach fix, we just arm the approach mode. Make sure deviation pointers are shown, arm the approach mode, and then we get flight FAC and glide path. So final approach course, glide path as displays, and then once they activate, the aircraft follows laterally, vertically, as programmed.
Turkish 205, stop descent level 80.
Stop descent 80.
Famous last word, yeah, I could do it, but not legally.
631, turn left heading 230.
Left heading 230 to Jet 631. Yeah.
123, Lang.
Where have I heard that before?
Easy 123, thanks for being back with me. Left heading 060.
The widget, bar jump, you need, first of all, you need the Flow Pro app. Flow Pro. That does cost, was it 15 to 20 euros or something? Now, the widget that we have is free. You can download that from our Discord server. You got that? Okay, so go to my Discord server. And then
Turkish 205, reduce speed 200 or less.
Under the help section, so there is a flight sim help section.
Negative 210 or less is fine.
And there you can download it.
Current Hallucian Ocean 26 Mike descending flight level 110. Please confirm the frequency for FedEx for Delta.
FedEx 6 for Delta, stand by. Easy 123, turn right heading 140. Reduce speed 250 less.
Turn left heading turn right heading 140, sorry, and reduce speed to 220 or less, is that?
That's him there.
Current Hallucian Ocean 26 Mike descending flight level 110.
Ocean 26 Mike, Langen, Hallöchen, identified.
So he said maintain speed to 50 knots.
Present heading, expect lower in 2 minutes.
Expecting T2 right and...
That's the traffic turning on final.
On present heading Ocean 26 Mike.
Turkish 205, turn right heading 150.
Yeah, Flow Pro is worth it, absolutely, yeah, 100%.
TUIJet 631, descent altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1011.
Descent 5,000, QNH 1011, TUIJet 631. So...
And TUIJet 631, contact director 121.055, bye-bye.
121.055, Dankeschön, tschüss, die TUIJet 631.
Easy 123, further right heading 145, contact director.
Köln Director, Abend, die TUIJet 631 Heavy.
TUI 631, hello, descent 4,000 feet, speed 220 knots.
Descent 4,000, speed 220 knots, TUIJet 631. So that is just below up speed, so we have to set some flaps for that. 4,000, flight level change speed. Flaps 1. And flaps 1. Yeah, approach checklist. Altimeters 1011.
123, yeah.
Approach checklist completed.
123, hello, descent 5,000 feet to QNH 1012.
Descend 5,000 feet.
I'm going to go flaps 5 here.
1012 and speed 220 knots.
We have 16 miles. Should be alright.
220 knots. Easy 123.
But the
61 descent to 3,000 feet.
Descent 3,000 to jet 631. Yeah.
So 631 up to right heading 290, cleared RMP 32 right.
Heading 290, cleared the RMP 3 to right to jet 631. Indeed, the 787 is very, very, very clean. Actually, I can go direct RARIX now because we are already on the final course now. So we've got to be 3,000 at RARIX. Now the good thing is we have speed brakes. So still flight level change speed. Hold. Oh. There we go, LNAV, that helps.
Easy 123 left, turn heading 340, cleared ILS approach telemetry to right.
Left heading 340 and cleared ILS 26. Cleared ILS 26 right was that? Easy 123.
So there's the airport, slowing down. Got to go to vertical speed because that's more reliable to predict your descent. Reducing a bit more tower. Just checking the tower.
631, speed 200 knots.
200 knots exactly. TUIJet 631. 200.
Turkish 205 heading 180, flight level 70.
Turkish 205.
2498.
5,000 feet on QNH 1012.
İyi akşamlar. Descent 5,000 feet, QNH 1012, Turkish 205.
Okay, we're inbound.
Did 631, maintain speed 170 until 5.
170 to 5, TUIJet 631. So that's a problem. So now we have to use the speed brakes.
631 connect tower 124,980, gut enough.
24980, Dankeschön. Euch auch, TUIJet 631.
Thank you, sir.
Wait behind, on the 115.
Flaps 10. Flaps 10. So let's press the approach button. So final approach course already active. Glide path is armed.
2500.
Is checked. Köln 1 tower, Normandy 2 jet 631, heavy on RP 3 to right.
2 jet 631, lang radar correction, Köln 1 tower, LOW.
So 170 to 5. Currently we are at 8.7 miles. Here comes the glide path. Glide path active. 5,000 is the approach set.
215, post runway 32, continue via Alpha.
Gonna put the gear down.
Gerade rechtzeitig auf der Frequenz. Postman 215 cross.
Flaps 20.
Siehst du, der wird hier gut verletzt. Lufthansa 105, wind 503, 3 knots, runway 32 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 32 right, Lufthansa 115.
Lufthansa 82 Tango, takes a right on Echo, record Alpha 5, contact point 121, distance 7305.
Right on Echo, hold shot Alpha 5, 121.830, Lufthansa 82 Tango, 730, sorry.
121, distance 730.
121.730, Lufthansa 82 Tango.
Seatbelt 157, advise able for immediate.
So we've got 144 plus 5. So 149 is our approach.
Is that positive or negative?
There's only like 8 knots headwind.
Seatbelt 157.
Seatbelt 157, roger, expect a minute delay.
Roger, seatbelt 157.
Seatbelt 157, advise ready for departure.
So now 5 miles, reducing speed final, 149, flaps 30. Flaps 30.
Okay, we are ready for departure.
5 miles, we should have been at 1950, so just a tad low. And let's do a checklist. Landing checklist. Landing checklist complete.
No, without delay,
Manual thrust.
Easy 123, Köln 1 tower, hello, number 3. Seatbelt 157, wind.
Manual flight.
350, 3 knots, runway 32 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 3 right, 157.
Starting on whiskey, holding short Alpha 5.
1000 checked. Stable. Missing landing clearance still.
730, schönen Abend noch, vielen Dank für alles.
Yeah, 1 aircraft taking off right now. That's fine.
2 jet 631, QNH 1012, wind 350, 3 knots, runway 32 right, clear land.
32 right, cleared land. New QNH is 1012, 2 jet 631. So just needs a little bit more trim. Trying to get aircraft back into the trim, correct. So clear to land. 1012 is set. Continue.
Speedbird 157 passing 2,500 feet.
Speedbird 157, contact departure 135.350.
135.350, Speedbird 157.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Strictly good.
Speed brakes.
Station, sorry, second.
Up, reverse as normal. Gonna close the reverser because that's braking way too hard. Here's the deceleration. So we're still on auto brakes, and now it has achieved the deceleration 2 value. So I'm gonna go kick it out now, manual brakes. And so now I can brake manually, and if I want to achieve value 1, I just press the brake pedals until I have a deceleration of 1. If I press it hard, obviously I could get a faster deceleration. There we go. Welcome to Cologne Bonn. Beautiful.
Easy 123, requesting landing 32 right.
Easy 123.
Now, I have to say, the flare today didn't actually feel that bad.
Two jets, 361, taxi right on Echo, hold short Alpha 5.
Alright, Echo, hold short Alpha 5. 2 jet 631. So we're going to turn right.
Wind 352, north runway 32, right, clear land.
Clear to land runway 32 right, easy 123.
Postman 2215 behind, next landing, easy
So
jet.
let's do the after landings.
Line up runway 32 right and west behind.
AP goes on. So we take terrain off, traffic off.
2 jet 631. Contact north 121.730.
121.730. Vielen Dank, die Jet 631.
Tower Lufthansa 6 Mike Alpha, we're with you in my direction.
I'm gonna have them spring over.
No problem.
8 Juliet Tango, you missed descent, take Delta 10, next left.
Delta Tango, we recognize the error, we're taxing the air.
Okay, 8 Juliet Tango, roger.
Köln Ground, David, die Jet 631 on Echo, holding short Alpha 5.
Jet 631, Köln Bonn Ground, hello, taxi stand Alpha 03 via Alpha 5, Bravo.
Alpha 5, Bravo, and stand Alpha 03. Thank you much, Jet 631.
Pushback approved, blue line.
Push approved, blue line, and I'm not sure if we were able
So
to have
let's have a look.
profile 1983.
1983, roger. Push approved is able, blue line, otherwise let me know as soon as you realize.
Okay, push approved, 1983.
Colonia 18, sorry for the wrong line and ready for taxi.
Colonia 18, swing over to the blue line and taxi via blue line, hold short of Sierra.
Swing over to the blue line, taxi by the blue line, hold short of Sierra, Colonia 18.
Lufthansa 455 for push ground.
Lufthansa 455, Köln Bonn ground.
Okay, it's on the it's on the apron. Oh no. It's actually on the apron. Let's see if I can find it. So it's around the corner. Hang on, it's around. It's there somewhere. Blimey, hang on.
Patrick 1 Whiskey, Texas and Delta 52 via Orange Line.
Via Orange Line, Delta 52 is Harvey 1 Whiskey.
Colonia 18. Give way to the Star Trek passing on your left. Behind, swing back over to the Orange Line. Then taxi holding von runway 3 to right via Mike Orange Alpha, hold short of runway 24.
After the traffic, swing back on the Orange Line. Taxi to holding point 183 to right via Mike Orange Alpha, hold short runway 24. And I believe on the ATC said departure runway is 32 left.
Colonia 18, confirm which city you were assigned?
So I guess because we are 787,
Colonia 18?
he puts us there. The problem is I don't have it here. On these parking spots, Alpha 3 is not available.
Not.
Colonia 18, I need to depart after Kumik, the designator.
Yeah, Boeing pilot, yeah, I know, I didn't match the heading on final, sorry for that.
Again, Colonia 18?
But man, single pilot...
Colonia 18, you just said Kumik, I need which Kumik departure you would give for?
Single pilot, it is a handful.
Kumik 3 Mike, Colonia 18.
So yeah, I'll just follow the signs here on the floor.
Okay, looks like the... Yours got lost your state, and in that case,
yeah, Nick, yeah, exactly.
So swing over to the Orange Line, taxi via Bravo, hold short of Tango.
Swing back to the Orange Line.
There's Alpha 3. It's kind of a
Bravo, hold short of Tango.
That's why it doesn't have it. Yeah, so we'll take this one. So I guess it is Alpha 14 then, right?
Ground Lufthansa 455 still awaiting push.
455, yeah, pushback approved.
Thank you, pushback approved, Lufthansa 455.
Lufthansa 455, squawk 1000.
Squawk 1000, Lufthansa 455.
And Lufthansa 1983, ready for taxi.
Lufthansa 1983 gives way to the Colonia Boeing 737-800, then taxi via Mike Blue, Mike Orange, and Bravo, Hotel Tango.
I have a feeling we shouldn't be standing here, but hey, if GSX says cut the engines, we'll cut the engines.
Giving way to
shutdown
the
items.
Crossing, then Mike Blue, Mike Orange, Bravo, holding short Tango, Lufthansa 1983.
Easy 1, 2, 3, holding up 5 terminal.
Easy 1, 2, 3, you're on Alpha 5, you're supposed to hold short off Alpha 5, sir. Expect and Delta 62, you're waiting for 2 outbounds to taxi past first.
So, flight direct going off as well. And then let's have a look at...
Expecting Delta 62, easy 1, 2, 3.
Shutdown checklist. Park and brake set. Shutdown checklist completed.
Speedbird 22, welcome back.
Boarding requested.
Looks like delivery sent you the telemetry to the left. We confirm you
Forgot the strobes. Test. Right. Cool. What time is it? Almost time for a second flight. Okay? Perfect timing today. But yeah, the update is nice.
If you're able to run it,
just
would make things a bit easier for towers since we have a lot of inbounds and it's easier to sneak out past them.
Okay, so which one was that? 3?
Let's just go here. So the CPDLC works okay. It's not perfect yet, but...
Hello, Black.
Hey, Ronald, you're here? Okay, we'll jump into the next flight in a second or two. So CPDLC, there was just one instant where maybe the frequency change didn't get uplinked, but on the second time it did work. So all in all, worked pretty well. Pretty impressed. And, you know, knowing that this is a free add-on, GG's. Big round of applause for that.
Passengers bus is coming.
Lol. GSX. Right, anyways. Cool. Good. So today what we're flying now is we're going to go and fly another leg on our Colombia tour. We're flying from Quito to Benito Salas. And we'll be on European West server. Nice. European West server on Microsoft. Come and join us if you like. Everyone is invited. Cool. Big thank you to all of the support coming in today. Thank you for the gifted subs from Sim Caesar and Mark Lindley. Thank you very much for all the new members coming in today. And don't be shy. If you have any questions, we have a subscriber section on Discord. Contact me. Happy to answer any questions that you have. Also, my demoderators, thank you as always for being here. Thanks for looking over the stream. And if you don't want to watch the Phoenix flight, because the Phoenix also had a little update. Hey, 777 driver, how are you? So yeah, Peter, see you in a few minutes. And so the Phoenix update was a small one, but we'll have a look at the changelog during the flight. Could be interesting. Okay, guys, here comes the outro. See you in a few minutes if you like. If not, tune in on Saturday. Saturday, we're flying the PMDG 747 in P3D across the pond. VATSIM CTP westbound. All right. See you soon. Take care.